Welcome everyone to another Tech Versus here. Our topic for today, what's the best approach to build the next generation of applications? Our contenders, on my left we have low code, on my right we have no code. If you take a look at both of these particular technologies, they both provide an approach to rapid application development. So with that, let's give them both a check mark, and we're tied up 1-1. Second, round two, let's get to the fact of what kind of tools they provide. No code on my right is going to give you a 100% visual UI. I'm talking drag and drops and point and clicks. All are included. But on my left, we have low code, which is going to give you everything that no code provides, plus the ability to insert code through scripting. Clearly, we have another check mark here. And I'm sorry, no code. I got to give you an X there. So it looks like low code's in the lead here, but actually, I would like to make a modification to this. Instead of it being a low code versus no code, I really think it's time to make it a low code and no code. So let me explain here. Well, first I want to point out let's deal with one aspect here that we'll call collaboration. So what do you mean there, Jamil? Here, we have three different personas that are interacting. Let's say that we have professional devs, we have power users, and we have citizen devs. So the fact that we have all this collaboration available, you can leverage low code, all these different tools that they can use to function together. And let's say at the end, the goal is to build this application that we want to do, or a project. So all these three groups of users can effectively work together on a project, to work together, each bringing their own expertise, instead of most applications where mostly the professional developers lead everything, trying to get input from other lines of business in there. So it really provides parallel contribution to the overall project here. Next, let's take another shift at this. We can also say, from a second perspective, we can do this from what I would like to call a mixed tool set here. And what do you mean by that? So let's say we have some components of this application or project. Let's say this is the UI, which can be done in a no code. Let's say we have participation from, let's go ahead and make this the laptop. Let's say that this is a low code for your IDE. It may have low code capabilities built in to what you're using. And then we may have the final piece may be other services that are built. And they can be a combination of both low code and no code, depending on the context of how they generate. So effectively, why would I want to single out one or the other when I can combine the capabilities and really meet in the middle to have mixed tool set along with all my users working together, effectively low code and no code working together here. And my last point I want to bring up is around the next generation. So one thing we aren't talking about here is there's still what complements low code and no code is, you may call it manual code, I like to call it custom code that are built. So what if you can take advantages of most custom code is built to purpose, to kind of everything without low code and no code, you're going to be building everything from scratch to do everything. But let's say that we are leveraging low code and no code tools to really provide additional capabilities here. Now it gives me a capability for my professional developers to actually adhere to our major principle, all right, which is don't repeat yourself. So what if I can build my next generation of tools as professional developers to actually facilitate these functionalities? All my users are already expecting this capability. I can bring in other lines of business, other users to participate, but what if I want to build my custom code in low code fashion or no code fashion by just providing a UI widgets already built to function, and low code by maybe still providing some parameters you can enter in and really function through that way. Another thing I want to bring up too, the reason you want to have this inside your architecture is because too, all these low code and no code tool sets come from custom code automatically. So you are leveraging dependable tool sets free of errors as much as it can be, very seasoned code that's meant to participate and do the same repeatable action for you. Without that, as a developer, professional developer, you'll be writing that code over and over again. So there we have it, folks. We're going to call this match an even score. They all work together. I love to hear your comments below on what you think on this topic. And please subscribe to our channel so we can keep bringing you great versus battles like this.